Hi there. This is for our Reflections in Personal Teaching Philosophy assignment for our Schoology class. And we are really excited, or I am very excited to be part of this. And this is going to be finalizing the rest of the activities that are required for this course. And I just wanted to share basically 5 steps of my personal teaching philosophy. Whenever we start to take a look at this, we want to see what those next logical steps are whenever we're presenting this information to the students. But my first goal with anything that I do with a student is basically for engagement. This engagement will create that thirst of knowledge, or the willingness to wanting to step in and be part of the class. I do this by sharing my why, and also I look for them to look for ways or how I add value to the class each and every day. Secondly, I like to anchor the students to the classroom. One of the ways that I do this is I create a word salad that will include the class name, but also includes different aspects about what we'll be learning about that class, and also will include all the names of the students that are participating in the class, so they can actually see whenever they log into Schoology, that little picture of that word salad will be up on their Schoology account. The other ways that I tried to do this is to make them understand that we are in this together. This is a process that we're going to be going through. Since I'm part of the business department here, with teaching them business skills, that will be a lifelong journey as well. So the next thing is I like to create interaction with the students to further deepen their understanding of what they'll be learning, excuse me, and also to flush out ideas and concepts into a workable plan of action. Whenever we're doing this, it creates engagement on multiple different levels, not only just individually, but as group participation. That also has them start to think for themselves a little bit more. Fourthly, what I like to do is I like to create and use that plan of action and start to refine those skills, kind of like a silversmith refines the silver, just how that process can be repeated to refine their outcome goals and to get a clear understanding for them. This also starts to work on different pieces of the puzzle, and then during that refinement time, it starts to put those pieces together. Lastly, I like to develop the habits of lifelong learning, getting them to understand that this isn't just a one-time class, something that they'll learn and forget. This is something that is going to take a constant step forward, that they do need to understand that learning is a lifetime sport, and that they need to look for those steps along the way. Whenever we're creating this, I do want them to understand that this is basically creating steps rather than just wishes that they want to get to. And during those steps, they are just making or needing to make that next logical step to actually make that happen in that. So that's basically a 5-step process to my teaching philosophy here. I incorporate that into not only classroom settings, but I also include that into my children's activities, include that into my daily life. So it's more of a personal philosophy rather than a teaching philosophy. But again, once we can break this down into clear, defined steps, it makes that next logical step much easier to understand. Make sure that they are understanding what that process is, and they can see what the next thing they need to do is. So I hope that helps. I appreciate the time that you took to view this, and I hope this engaged you in some ways. You have a blessed day. Take care.